Hi guys, this is a redirect to my reaction to episodes 506, 507 and 508 of One Piece. Some sad episodes again. I just feel like I'm so mentally drained from One Piece lately because it's just been non-stop sadness because of you know, Luffy and the Whitebeard pirates ultimately losing, very much losing, because they lost Ace and Whitebeard, and Luffy's suffering so much, and you know, it's unbearable. And also because of the whole Luffy, Ace and Sabo backstory that we saw, and Sabo's assumed death. So basically Luffy, well, to him, he lost two brothers. And now the Straw Hat Pirates have found out because the newspaper Bird has spread the newspaper to all of the islands, kingdoms, I guess. So that's how everyone knows now. And as expected, their reactions were, they were just shocked, really, really sad, and really sad for Luffy. They really wanted to be there for him. So we got to see like what the Straw Hat Pirates were doing in the islands that they are stuck in. So firstly, Zoro was ambushed by the gorillas in Kuragaina Island. I believe that's the island's name. And it's actually the island that Mihawk actually lives in. So the castle that Zoro and Perona were staying in was actually Mihawk's home. So, I mean, I already knew that, spoiler, but yeah, it was interesting, like how after Zoro fought the gorillas, like he was so wounded, and like just seeing him still like standing and like fighting, like it's amazing just how durable Zoro is. It's absolutely ridiculous how durable he is. But yeah, like he's so strong, and he's so mentally strong as well. And then Mihawk came, and then all of the gorillas basically lost their shit and started running away upon seeing Mihawk. So you know, like Mihawk is an absolute ferocious badass. He will kill you if you get in his way. So he approached Zoro. Zoro was about to attack, but he was like, Mihawk was like, just calm down. And he actually informed him of what actually happened. So Luffy was in Marineford, and he lost his brother, and Zoro was shocked. But that's all we saw from that. And then we saw Nami, and Usopp and Sanji, basically everyone getting the newspaper. So we saw Nami in Bavaria. She really wants to learn weather science. She was so eager to like stay, really. But once she found out the news from the newspaper, oh man, that girl, she was so desperate to leave. Same with Usopp. Usopp was really desperate to leave as well, because, you know, like, out of everyone, Zoro, Nami, and Usopp have the closest bond with Luffy, because they were, like, the first few members that Luffy recruited, in my opinion. They are the closest out of the members. Yeah, Sanji cried in that, he was in drag, so it was funny, but like, you know, it's a sad situation of like, he cried. He actually cried. I mean, all of them cried. Well, Zoro, he was shocked. We didn't actually see tears from him. Have we ever seen Zoro cry? We saw him cry after Queen's death in the backstory. I can't remember if Zoro ever cried. And Robin, she got saved by the Revolutionary Army, so it's only a matter of time until she meets Dragon, probably. Because if she's getting saved by the Revolutionary Army, surely you're going to meet its captain, its leader. So it only makes sense. And she found out from the guy with the hat and the feather that Luffy actually lost Ace. I believe that's what the news that she heard. We didn't actually see his speech to her, but I believe that's what she heard. So yeah, she was shocked. She did meet Ace. I'm just trying to remember Alabasta because it was such a long time ago for me. She she was in that arc, but she didn't join the crew yet in that arc. So I think she did see Ace, but I don't know if she actually knew that Luffy and Ace were brothers. I'm not entirely sure if Luffy ever mentioned that to her or if she knew back then. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just trying to remember if Ace actually told Robin back then or Luffy told Robin or something. I don't know. It was such a long time ago. But yeah, like everyone was just really sad. Usopp, he was crying his eyes out. Like, oh man, those two, like Usopp and Luffy, they feel. I mean, like, I feel like out of everyone, in a way, I don't know. It's just weird and amazing, like how loyal Usopp. I mean, they had their fight in Water 7. They had their arguments. There's something about Usopp and Luffy, like their friendship is like so very best friends forever type of friendship because they're both very clownish, very childish, and Zoro and Sanji they're more mature. Um, so you know they have a lot in common actually. Um, Seeing him cry so much and like because in the island that he's in, he was so desperate to leave, but the island that he's in is making it absolutely impossible for him to leave. And that's what Hirokuzen was trying to tell Usopp. But Usopp, he really wanted to leave, and he couldn't. And he's eating a lot in the island. So he's kind of lucky in a way, but then again, you really shouldn't go that far and be obese for your own health. So, and Nami the trickster, like she was trying to trick all the old men. She was actually crying. I don't think they were fake tears, but obviously she's going to use that to her advantage to get out of the prison. So basically, she stole a lot of notes and supplies from the wizards. Why am I calling them wizards? They look like wizards, even though they're not wizards. So weird. So all of the weather people, the weather researchers, they're all old men, which is weird. But the island that she's in is so damn unique, and I mean, all of them are really unique, which is just amazing how Oda thinks of these type of islands. Like, I just never would have, like, thought of those kind of kingdoms and societies, these communities that are just so weird and strange to us. Um, but it's amazing, like the world building in this anime is just absolutely amazing. Like I really can't fault the world building in One Piece, apart from the fact that there's hardly any logic to it most of the time, but anime is anime. Anyway, so yeah, all of them are just like really sad. And Rayleigh arrived in Amazon Lily, so he got to reunite with Luffy. And we it wasn't totally clear cut on what he actually suggested that Luffy does, but from what I could understand, it wasn't stated in a really clear cut way. So apologies if I seemed confused a bit on what he actually suggested, but from what I could tell, Jinbei wants Luffy to actually heal, and I believe all of them actually do want Luffy to heal properly. So I believe his suggestion was to actually train, or at least train eventually. Like, he wasn't forcing it upon him. Obviously, Rayleigh, he wants Luffy's best interest, but you know, he can't just burst into Sabaody all completely wounded up and, you know, expect to fight like really powerful people. Like, you can't repeat the same tragedy. That's what Rayleigh was trying to tell Luffy. He needs to be stronger, he needs to fully heal and gain more power, gain more strength, because he's so wounded, he's so injured. Like, he was on the verge of death after everything that happened. So he can't just go back to Sabaody to meet the Straw Hat Pirates. So Rayleigh was like, you can't do that. Not yet, at least. Even though Luffy's like, but I really want to meet them. I really want to see them. Yeah. Oh man, poor Luffy. And what really pissed me off actually was in the first episode where they actually showed Ace's dead body in the actual newspaper. That got me so pissed. You just don't do that. Real life newspapers in real life don't do that. Nothing that I've seen where they actually show the dead body of an actor or a celebrity. I don't care if you want to like celebrate and stuff like that. You just don't do that. That's scummy behavior. I mean, you already won, so why do you feel the need to like rub it in, you know? It's just, oh, that's so awful to do that. Like, what if Luffy read that newspaper and I just saw like a proper picture of Ace's dead body with a huge hole in his chest? It's just, And Frankie was an absolute idiot at the end for, you know, destroying Vegapunk's lifelong research work. Like, he could have, like, I mean, I don't know what he's been really up to, but, like, you know, like, he was trying to help the people of that island survive, really. So he pressed that self-destruct button. But anyway, so what did you think of these episodes? Let me know and stay tuned for more.